Well, hey, Bill. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we're back for another episode of Court is Messy. Okay, so I want to go ahead and check out this court case with Judge Simpson. All right, now what the headline is reading is Judge Simpson hears emergency bond motion on defendant. He's sentenced to 558 days for contempt. So I need to see what's going on with this. I did see somebody send me a snippet of this man being sentenced multiple times, but I'm not sure if this is after he sentenced him to 558 times days, or if this is him getting the 558. But we're gonna go ahead and check this video out nonetheless. So make sure you're coming into the video and you are liking up the video. So let us go ahead and get into it, y'all.
I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing. I could technically leave and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can just kiss my ass.
Oh,
This is
You know what? No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come in here. You don't. Fuck you. Okay.
Oh.
That's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's
Oh,
another
that's-
93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93.
why the judge gotta
That's
be all these fucking
693s consecutive. Oh, there they are. I'm sorry. Court does call the cases of the people versus Daryl Jarrell.
This is crazy, huh, child? What the hell? Let me speed this up just a little bit, though.
On behalf of the township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Daryl Jarrell, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Daryl Drill.
Defense counsel has filed an emergency motion to attempt to purge the contempt in this matter.
You have.
And I first give the floor to my client.
Pardon?
So it appears that what we saw in the beginning was the beforehand. The man was sentenced to 558 days after continuing to tell the judge, F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. Now, after spending a few days in jail, he is now coming back like, ooh, my bad. I was just kidding. Can I get out, please? Can I get an emergency bond? So that's what it looks like is happening here. So we're going to see if the judge is going to honor that or continue to hold his ass in contempt and behind bars.
Client floor.
Your Honor, there's no excuse for what I done, man. I lost my composure and I directed my frustrations at you. I apologize for being disrespectful to you and your court and wasting time with the people. Hopefully you accept the apology and reconsideration of the time you sentenced me to. Thank you.
Your Honor, we have referred him to our aimed social work division to help him work through in some of the personal issues that he's going through that culminated in his outburst in court. You've been a judge for a very long time, set a very high bar for people as they appear before you. I think we communicate differently. Some people, even though it's socially inappropriate, use profanity, and profanity can be used as an attention getter. And I think it got the court's attention, but he's in need of service.
Oh, he did.
No,
He's
he
in need of
definitely did
services,
that.
Your Honor. He's in need of services, and we're trying to sort through a plan to present to the court.
What you
If
smiling
would
for? Don't smile at
accept
the
his humble
judge.
apology to help him move the
Straight
case
face.
forward.
Thank you.
Anything from the people.
Well, Your Honor, we were all present for it. I had a chance to review the video. It's actually worse than what the court noted on the record. I'm sure the court's that's the same video, but it was worse than what the court noted. I will leave it to the discretion of the court, but if there's going to be a modification or change of the sentence imposed by the court, I would certainly like there to be a plan in place for Mr. Terrell. That would be the minimum. Or would be the alter or changes of sentence.
What was that last part?
The alter or changes of sentence.
I gotta go.
Sentence imposed by the court. I would certainly like there to be a plan in place for Mr. Terrell. That would be the minimum. Or would be the alter or changes of sentence.
I'm not sure what all he said at the very end, but he was basically saying, for the people that may have struggled to hear him, he was saying that he was there when it all happened, and it definitely was looking pretty bad from what he saw and experienced or whatever. And it seems like he still wants him to have to serve some type of time, even if it's altered or something like that. If he doesn't do the full amount, he needs to do something for his behavior that he's shown. That's what I'm getting from this breakup of sound from this man.
Mr. Durrell, what was going on with you?
Well, there's a lot of issues that I'm under currently. One,
Like
I'm
what?
unemployed.
Oh,
I can't obtain a driver's license. Without those, it's hard to provide for yourself. Um, the charges, once we get into it, you'll see that they're frivolous charges. They should have never been brought to the court's attention. They're minute trespassings that aren't even trespassing. I use an easement for one, and the other one should have been dismissed. Just frustrations, man. There's no excuse for what I done. You wanted an in-depth look. I shared some things. I mean, it falls on me, man.
No, it does.
And he realizes that this case, many other people are watching, and how the court handles it. We're hopeful that others won't use this as an example to act out as well.
Well, but from the very beginning, the one thing that, as Mr. Brown correctly points out, I've been doing this a minute. And, you know, Mr. Durrell, you were in my court, and I watched you because you were sitting in the back. And you were sort of a dichotomy of things for me. Because as you sat back in the back of the courtroom, you sat there very respectful. You had your ball cap on. When you came through, you took your ball cap off. You did everything. You sat in that back row, just patient as all could be.
mm.
When you came up, you again, initially it was fine. You were maybe upset by the charges, but a lot of people were like that.
Right.
And it was going fine. And I could overhear, just so that you understand what I was trying to do, I overheard as you were talking to your attorney that you didn't have a phone.
Right.
You didn't have email. More than anything in the world, I was worried that you weren't going to be able to have adequate time. I would have just normally set it 2 weeks out, then whatever. And I was trying to give more time, not to delay it,
Yeah.
but to try to make sure that if you had to get in touch with Ms. Pirney by letter, you guys had to do that or do whatever,
Yeah. See, I was thinking
that
about the other.
there be time for that to happen. And that seemed to aggravate you, but I think, you know, when I look at it, you were aggravated because you thought the system was kind of dragging out.
Good.
But I was doing that for your benefit.
My apologies. I'm again misunderstood.
And so then when you wanted me to, then you wanted it done sooner. So then I said, okay, I'll move. I just said, well, move up to date. I didn't know it wasn't going to be helpful for you, but what the heck? And then that's when you went off.
I did.
And I've had people go off in front of me before. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't happen, I guess. But you just got yourself worked up
Mm-hmm.
to the point that as you were headed down and out, I'm just thinking, you're not, I don't know why you want to battle. It's a battle you can't win.
Right. Silly me.
Yeah. Silly, stupid. There's a lot of words. Maybe start with that because they didn't make any sense.
Not at all. You're right, man.
Right. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not saying this to embarrass you because you're in good hands with the folks at the public defender's office. You need a break, right?
Yes, sir.
You need something to go in your direction.
Yes.
Yeah. And it seems everything, you can correct me if I'm wrong, everything you had been doing, none of it was quite working out. And you're trying to get rid of stuff. This was one of the things you wanted it done and gotten rid of so you could try to move on to that next thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying this again, I'm not saying this to embarrass you, but sometimes things get tough. You get yourself wound up. You get to a point, and then for a brief moment you regret it. You're not sure where to head. Am I right?
Yeah, sometimes.
And I think even that day, for a brief moment, you regretted what had happened.
Absolutely. As soon as I said it, but I was fueled.
You kept
And it's
saying
because
it.
when you got back there,
He got
and all of a
real.
sudden that door shut behind you and locked up,
Mm-hmm.
you realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Shit got
Yeah.
real.
And as it was described to me, right or wrong, you were sort of laying there on the floor crying.
Oh wow, he was crying.
Wrong. I was sorrowful.
Look,
I may or may not have.
no,
I don't
just
recall.
Just listen. There's no embarrassment.
Mhm.
There's not. I got it reported to me
Oh
Right.
wow.
because I was worried about you. I
Right.
didn't, nobody was trying to say to embarrass you or do anything. You had gotten yourself to a certain point. Something got out of control. And now you had to figure, you took a circumstance that was kind of bad, made it even worse. Now you have to figure out how to get out of that.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You had left here that day. You don't have a place to stay, do you?
No, I'm currently homeless.
Oh wow. Who got a
The
lot
Delana
going on?
Center.
Pardon?
The Delana Center.
But are you there most of the time?
They have a waiting list period.
Yeah.
So as long as you continue to check in, I think they do a triage. Lets them know that you're interested in a room there. They'll continue to screen you, and when one comes available, they'll offer it for housing.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, you sleep wherever you can.
Wow.
Couches, wherever, tents, bridges,
Mm-hmm.
parks. As long as the cops don't push you along.
So the reality is you didn't have a place to go, right?
Oh no, I don't have a place to go. No.
All right.
Mm.
Judge, he's even sleeping.
Pardon?
He was sleep deprived. He's sleeping. He's got a roof over
I
his
probably
head.
was sleep deprived a little bit too.
The crazy thing is to me, I don't know, something about this man. Like he got a lot going on. It ain't no different than a lot of people out here struggling, don't have a job, they homeless, ain't got nobody. I'm willing to believe part of me is based on how he treated the judge not too long ago with all these FUs, he may have got himself in a predicament to where he has disrespected so many people in his life that they all have turned their back on him because of how he shows himself up to be ungrateful and anything else when it comes to people. So it may very well be his fault as to why he's in the situation that he's in. But then also, he does seem prideful as well. Like even with him going through all that he's going through, like unemployed, and again, it ain't no different than a lot of people out here that's going through what he's going through, and even worse. He just seemed to be very prideful and like he didn't want to share it. Even when the man said that he was sleep deprived, he kind of looked at him like, "Nigga, you ain't have to tell him that." He didn't even want to admit that he was damn on the floor crying. You know what I'm saying? The man, he do got a lot going on. So I am interested in seeing how Judge Simpson is going to handle him. Is he going to continue to punish him? Because at the end of the day, despite what you got going on, everybody got stuff going on. But you don't come in my courtroom and talk to me like that. I don't know who the fuck you think. Okay? Or if he's going to be like, I'm going to be understanding to what you got going on. This is what I'll do for you. Okay, so I'm interested in seeing how this is going to play out. But the man definitely seemed prideful. He seemed like he got himself in a pickle because he treats everybody disrespectfully. And yeah, so let me just be quiet, girl.
And I couldn't stop falling asleep. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Couldn't, man.
I just thought it was my relaxing voice and personality. Mr. Allen, actually today, you look a whole lot better than you did that day.
Thank you. I feel better too.
Before you came in, when was the last time you ate?
I ate probably the day before.
So you hadn't eaten that whole day.
No.
Damn.
I actually went to eat when I didn't have enough time to jump on the bus and come back, so I skipped it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I had some donuts for breakfast though.
Okay.
I think I may have.
What do you think I would do with you afterwards?
It's sad because jail is giving him the housing that he needs in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Giving him the food that he needs. But the bad part for him is, I'm sure he was glad to have some over his head or whatever. But at the same time, the bad thing for him is that's going to be on your record. So even with you trying to go out here trying to get another job, it's going to make it even more difficult for you to try and get that because you got this attached to your record. So I don't try.
You can do anything you want with me, Your Honor.
Oh, I know I can.
What I would like you to do for me is to let me go, and we'll have continued scheduling of the September 4th date. And you'll see that I told you the truth about the charges that are pending. They'll probably even get thrown out by then.
Pardon?
Once the prosecutor reviews them, they should probably get thrown out.
Well,
Tell
probably
him
you're
to be
about to
quiet.
try to make another mistake. And that is you're trying to practice law, even though it's about your case and you don't have a law degree. Why don't you leave it to the experts that are around you?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's good.
I think he's suggesting that you suspend or hang it over his head, in contempt,
What
if
date
not
was that we sent him in?
purge, Your Honor.
I got it here, right here. It was the 7th. Today's the
No. So for September.
No, I know I sat him for September, but I said sentenced him. Yeah. Can't just let you walk away from it. What you did is, and so that you understand, this really isn't about you or me. It's about you,
Yeah.
but it isn't about me. You can say all those things you want, but the one thing in the past 25 years, I will tell you, I do not let people just disrespect this institution and walk away.
Oh.
Right.
All right.
Don't.
It just won't happen with me, and I'm sure Mr. Brown has told you that.
Ooh.
I just don't.
Okay.
I understand, however, and balance that against sort of where you are and what you're trying to do. So we're currently set for September 4th at 9 a.m. What I'm going to do regarding the contempt, I'm going to work it this way. I will grant to a certain extent the motion, and I'm going to reformulate the 558 days that you talked yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're back there thinking, think about this, how you took a case with a maximum 30-day sentence and parlayed that to 558 days.
Come on.
Right. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is take the 558 days. I will indicate defendant is to serve 93. I will give him credit for the 6 that he's been in and suspend at this time the balance.
Thank you.
When we come back, so it's down to 93 now. When we come back on the
93 days.
4th, I'll consider whatever else I might do regarding that sentence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Whether or not you serve the rest of it is going to be dependent upon your behavior, how you come into court. I don't ask anybody to, talk up to me. They don't have to like me. That's not my job.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I like this juror better than that other one I said.
Right.
So let's just keep that up. You'll at least, and I don't like doing it this way, and I don't like saying it, you'll have a place, right? You're going to be eating regularly, and you're going to be looking a whole lot
Right.
better.
That's.
I don't like doing it this way, but
Right.
maybe some
But he
benefit
also
will come
talked
out of
himself
it,
in
and
it.
you'll be able to get with their aim division and see if we can just get certain things in place for you.
Right enough.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can ask for. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Don't thank me. That man standing beside you. That's who you need to thank, because he was on me, and he was trying to explain and trying to make sure he didn't want to say anything off the record without Mr. Siller there, but
Yeah.
he was in your corner batting for you.
Mm.
And so you ought to be thankful for that. Because quite frankly, whether you sat there 558 days or not, well, I was going home for dinner. So,
I know that's right. I'm
Right.
going home, baby.
okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
take care. Thank you. Write what I wrote in one file and the other one. Thank you. Okay.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to the judge for that. I'm thinking about when the judge say, I'm going home. I was going to go home for dinner. You was going to be XYZ. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, I had went in Target the other day, y'all. And when I tell you, first of all, Target has kind of like shut down their self-checkout. So we're going to get back to the story. This is just me, inserting a little piece of story time, I guess. But, I had went to Target and they shut down their self-checkouts, and I really hate that. And it's like, has it gotten too expensive that y'all only need to use it between a certain hours or some shit? What the fuck is that about? Like early in the morning when ain't nobody's really in the store. Let me go to self-checkout, but unfortunately I had to go to a register, and this is the first time I went to a black woman that did not say, hey, how you doing, or good morning, or nothing, gave no reaction. Didn't ask me, hey, do you want to use your Target rewards, your money that you have on there, or do you want to save it for later? Didn't say none of that. Just stood there. And I was like, just save it for later or whatever. She didn't ask me. I just had to say it because the bitch wasn't going to say nothing. Then after that, she just gave me my receipt in my bag. She didn't even say, have a great day. She didn't say nothing. No customer service. I said, damn, I wish I would have had her number, because I would have definitely had that whole tied up. But then as I was leaving, I said, bitch, I'm going home. I'm about to go chill. Okay? You're the one that's stuck here having to work a job that you obviously do not like. They be killing me when people be applying for jobs that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they started out liking it, then over time it just got terrible for them. But BIT, I'm not stuck here, hope. Clearly you are. Clearly you're the miserable one. But anywho, so I'm with the judge. Like, but either way, I was going home. Hello? Y'all was gonna be the ones that was gonna still be sitting up here trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Figure out your life. Just a little piece, okay? Now why did I keep, let me see. Cause I was finna play something else for y'all. Okay, boom, there we go. I'm gonna play something else. But anywho, back to the judge, all right? So I just had to highlight that about, I don't be understanding the folks. But anywho, I think that was a good thing that the judge did in a sense. Like, yeah, you disrespected this courtroom, so Bookie Butt, you are going to have to do some time. You don't get to walk in here and play on my top and think that everything is going to be okay, because that is not how we work here. You feel what I'm saying? I keep doing this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Is this it? Okay, pause. There we go. But you don't get to come into the courtroom, disrespect the courtroom, and think that you're just going to apologize and go free. In addition, when I release you, where are you going? I can't guarantee that if I release you from the courtroom that you're going to make it to the appointment on the meeting that we have, the hearing in September. You need a place to stay. You need food because you ain't been eating or whatever. You don't got the transportation. So for your luck and safety, in a sense, I guess, if you want to consider that safety, I'm going to keep you locked down for 90 some days. Basically, it sounds like I'm going to keep you locked up until you get to that court date. And once you get to that court date, we'll figure out what we're going to do with you next. After that, it's going to be dependent on your attitude and how you show up in the courtroom. Because all of the things that he was up here complaining about, how he didn't have, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, I don't have that. You don't have to worry about some of that stuff because you're going to be on lockdown. And you're going to get fed. You ain't got to worry about getting rained on, sleeping under a bridge because you're going to be here. But I do wonder if that's going to be on his record. Chances are the judge could potentially, if everything goes well, he could wipe that off to where or get it sealed or something possibly. I don't know. I'm not in the courts, just speculation, okay? He could probably get it sealed to where nobody else will see those records where he was locked down for 90 some days. Who knows? He might have to petition for that, but shout out to the judge. I think he kind of did him a favor. 550 some days. Hell yeah, I'll take 90 something. Well, I won't, but hell yeah, he would take 90 something. Okay. In comparison to damn near over a year being locked the hell down. So good luck. Now I want to go back after I saw this because I want to see how did we get here. Now on the first video, we did see a small clip as to how the man talked himself into getting those 500 and something days. But I do want to see these few clips that they have here. So let's check this out. It's a short clip.
Case People versus Daryl Jarrell. Ms. Perny is so happy to see you.
I am very happy to see you. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Jarrell. Please state your name.
Gerald.
Okay. And where are we on his case?
Your Honor, we have the high contact package today. I think the number we have for you may
I
not.
don't have a phone. So whoever gave you a number is invalid.
Okay, so I'll need to figure out a way to get in touch with him so we can go over the case together.
So are there two separate? Got it.
If I give you my number,
What is?
you have a PO box?
I don't have a phone. I have Wellness Center. Use a PO box.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
No. I'm on his radar. Use electronics.
All right. So you guys are going to be trying to figure out a way to make contact with each other, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I say that is let me just do this. Let me give you a little bit of time so that I'm going to turn this out to September 4th, 2024, 9 a.m.
What's the holdup? It's trespassing.
Pardon?
I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing.
What do you mean what's the holdup is?
This is it's an arraignment, right? Or a preliminary exam?
No. You're not charged with a felony, so it's not a preliminary examination.
Right.
You were arraigned in this on July 24th.
Mhm.
They set this date. Your attorney hasn't been able to talk to you about the cases at all.
Okay.
So I'm trying to I can set it for 2 weeks out,
Yeah.
but the problem,
I'm tired of the state. I'm ready to leave the state
Oh.
as soon as possible.
Oh.
It's trespassing. I could technically leave and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can kiss my ass.
Oh.
This is-
you know what? No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come in here. You don't.
Fuck you.
Okay, that's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's another
Fuck you
93.
again.
That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's 693s consecutive.
Mm-mm. Wow. Look at this boy down here. Mouth wide open. Jesus.
Case, People versus Keith Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins does not want to. He does not want to unmute.
Okay, I won't want to unmute either. Shit. After that.
I just seen. How you doing, Your Honor? How you doing, sir? Oh man.
I've been
I'm doing
scared
great.
as hell too.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with it on behalf of Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, can you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, Keith Bernard Jenkins Jr.
You're all right, Mr. Jenkins. None of that bothered me. That guy, I don't know what his front was. Don't worry about it. Jenkins really did not want to hit his. He's like, he wanted to black his screen and pretend like he wasn't here. All right. what?
Now I want to see what's going to happen in Mr. Jenkins' case. Okay, so that's where we are. That's what we have gotten. And now we see how we got there. It escalated extremely quickly. This man talking about he hate to stay, he tired of the stay, he ready to get the hell on. Okay, but you ain't got to treat everybody else disrespectfully because of your decisions. And I feel like going back to see this clip of the video confirms for me what I was already thinking, which is he can be ungrateful and disrespectful to a lot of people and about burned all his damn bridges. And that's why don't nobody want to show up to help his ass. So hopefully him being locked down for damn near 3 months will give him a different frame of mind. Hopefully they give him some type of resources to possibly help him while he locked up or something so he can come out in a better position, okay? Because what the hell? He had a lot going on. But like I say, honey, good luck. Leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on court. Is messy. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. Follow me over on the Instagram as well as the Twitter at Jami, that's me. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no gunner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.